Hi everyone, it's Danny Lampert with the Lampert Group of Aviar Real Estate, and thank you so much for tuning in today. And today we're going to be talking about the 4 things that people say about selling a home today that just aren't true. So you've heard the stories, maybe your neighbor sold their fixer-upper as is for $100,000 over asking price, or your friends were engaged in a bidding war within 24 hours of putting their house on the market. And to help home sellers separate fact from fiction, here's a look at 4 myths you've probably heard about selling a home today and why they might not be true for you. And plus, we've added some tips to adjust your strategies for the realities of today's market so that you can stack the odds of your home actually to become the next success story on the block. So number 1, you don't need to renovate. Buyers will take anything. In such a hyperactive market, sellers sometimes may get lazy and expect to get a high price for their homes, without making any repairs or upgrades. And this ultimately could set you up for failure. Home sellers looking to get top dollar should not sell a home as is, even in this seller's market. Buyers today still want to walk into a clean home, one that has nice paint on the walls, doesn't have chipped up countertops or, banged up refrigerators or things that just aren't working. And the truth of it is, the matter is, a fresh coat of paint, tidying up the landscape, and a good scrub down are inexpensive ways that, upgrades that can bring a return on your investments of thousands of dollars. And when you do sell, and don't neglect the minor things like replacing, light bulbs, fixing broken doorknobs, all that stuff, it does count. So number 2, you can price your house sky high and get the amount. It's true that home prices have been going up. According to the National Association of Realtors, the average home price, this is throughout the nation, was $363,000 in June. And this is 23% higher than the year before. And that's quite a bit of rise, but don't let the dollar signs, get to your head. Homes need to be priced realistically in line with what the market is asking and the type of home it is and its condition. So pricing too high also means the home could sit on the market for a long while. We are starting to see buyers push back on these prices, by delaying their home search or not making offers, forcing some of the sellers to, reduce their price. So number 3, sellers don't need to market their listing much. It will just sell on its own. So this is a common sentiment these days. Some sellers think putting a lot of effort into online marketing is pointless, since the home is just going to sell itself quickly regardless of what they do. But consider this: most home buyers start their search online. So if your listing falls short, you just won't get much attention. And homes hitting the market without professional pictures, adding the additional pertinent information and appealing enemies, that could sway a buyer to choose another property instead of yours, which is a huge error. And last, number 4, in a bidding war, it's a no-brainer just to pick the highest offer. So bidding wars are super common these days, and with sellers receiving multiple offers, with some over the asking price, accepting the highest offer may be tempting, but it's definitely not always the best move. So in terms versus price, a smart seller may take a bit lower price to get much better terms. And a lower offer that, is all cash, for instance, may be attractive since it eliminates the financing hurdle, or it could mean a quick close, or maybe you need extra time to stay in the home until you find somewhere to move. So definitely sellers need to examine all factors of every offer, including buyer's finances, and not focus solely on price. So thank you so much for tuning in today. As always, if you have any questions regarding real estate related at all, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for watching.